Yes, about definitions in dictionaries, how they say that, how they define supination, pronation, and I don't want to say that they are wrong, but they are incomplete. And what they say that it's turning the forearm, turning the hand so that the palm is facing up instead of facing down. What they actually mean that there should be another definition, which is at what position the arm is. So what they mean is that when the arm is parallel to the ground, so it's horizontal, if you rotate it like this, for sure, this is supination. But when you drop your arm hanging down, this is supination and the palm is not facing up. If we follow what they say, that everything which turns palm facing up, this would be supination, also this would be supination, and we all know that it's not. So in golf swing, the arms are more or less hanging down. They are a little bit forward, but anyway about that direction. And now if I rotate, if I turn my palm facing up at this position, this is palm flexion. This is not supination, but the palm is facing up. So it's really incomplete, because if I do here supination, the palm will face to the camera. So if I do palm flexion and supination, it's palm flexion, it's supination. The palm is facing up, yes, but the fingers are also turning towards the camera. And that's the whole point, that these moves are not supination. Like for example, if I'm here and I turn like this, the palm has rotated about 180 degrees, but there has been zero supination. And that's why it's quite hard sometimes to see that in the golf swing, that what really happens, why the face is turning down, why the face is turning closer. And if I take a club here, once again, what Jeff Mann and what Brian Mancello was showing about palm flexion, closing the face. Actually, what they did, they put the shaft parallel to the forearm, and then they bend it this way. They bend it this way. Okay, now we can see that the face has not closed. They said it's opening it, but it's not really. If I put it here and I turn whole system here, it's still straight. So it has only moved the face away from its original position. But we don't keep golf club like this. When we move it more perpendicular to the forearm, everything changes. When you do palm flexion in total perpendicular position like this, and you do palm flexion, it's sure that face is closing. If I put it parallel, the face is not closing. And so the connection between the shaft and the hand, as well to the forearm in its neutral position, without radial deviation or ulnar deviation, it makes a difference. And even I got full ulnar deviation and perpendicular grip here, quite perpendicular. There are people even using more perpendicular, but if I put it like this, and now I do palm flexion, there's zero supination, but the face is closing. It's all dependent of this connection, like a differential gear. It's rotating the one direction of rotation to something else, and that's the point. So more across the fingers, the different thing will happen if I palmar flex this. This end of the club also moves a little bit, but when you come to the impact, from here, rotating back, the face is square, even if it's palmar flexed. It doesn't rotate it close, but with more perpendicular grip, if I do the palmar flexion, the face will close more. The statement that only supination and pronation will have effect to the club head, it works only as far as we have connection like this. Now it's true. If it's parallel to the forearm, only things that make it rotate are pronation and supination. Also here, if it's down, pronation opens it, supination closes it. But it's all in the grip. If we change it, there is also other things that can close it or open it. That's the